All the experts say stop being a feature factory. You shouldn't just have a list of features that we're building out. We hear it all the time, whether it's in Escaping the Build Trap from Melissa Perry or Inspired, How to Build and Create Tech Products That People Love from Marty Kagan. But constantly, every tech team I talk to, I see the same thing. I see a list of 100 projects or features inside of a list, often with some columns. We'll see reach, impact. Oh, this one is a reach of 9 out of 10. This one is a reach of 4 out of 10. This one's going to impact 7 out of 10. What do these mean? They're not measurable, those numbers that we have. And they help us, as type A organized people, organize a list of features. And sometimes we even have loosely tied these features in a list to our goals. We'll say this one is part of a theme around activation rate, and this one's part of a theme around reducing churn. But really, those aren't the strategic goals that our board or our C-suite are talking about. If the board saw this, their head would hurt. They would say, what is this list? You can't read it. You can't understand it. It's not clear what our vision is. So it's really important to understand and kind of come back to reality. Why do we have a job here? What is technology supposed to be doing? And the only reason technology exists is to create something that's going to reduce the burden on our team or make something easier for customers that they would pay for. So it should be creating revenue or creating cost savings for our organization. That is the only thing that makes it worth spending millions of dollars on our product, our design, our analysts, our research, our engineers. And then once we build this stuff, we need legal, we need customer success, we need sales to sell it, marketing. There are so many resources involved with taking our technology to market. So it's just really critical to understand we need to tie our work to outcomes. We need to be able to clearly explain why we have a job here, why our work matters. And it's important to flip the script. You need to understand what our strategy are. Strategy is from the top. So what are the goals our organization is focused on? What are the things that the board is talking about that this organization is going to do over the next year? And if we can start tying that to clear impact metrics, that's the key. Now you start to say, oh, here are the opportunities that we can work on that are going to impact those strategies. I love the word opportunities. It's a level above the epics and the stories and the features that we're also focused on. These larger opportunities, now those are the themes that we can start to tie these features in that list to, but it's not going to be in a list anymore. We're going to see a strategy. We're going to see impact metrics that link up to that strategy. We're going to see opportunities that can impact those strategies. And now you can start to put the features and the projects into that list. And it feels like a pyramid. There's a clear story around what we're trying to achieve, how we're going to get there, what we're going to measure, the big things we're going to work on, and then the projects we're going to take on timelines to get those on. And it becomes really easy to start adding more things into those opportunities now. And that's a real story. That's what people need to see. And when you do this, we're not just managing projects. You're driving the business forward. We have a clear narrative that executives can get behind. We feel like we're doing something to grow the business. We're not just building, it's tedious just building a list of projects. And you'll see little small things like change the tags on this idea. What does that mean? But why are we doing this? And you go in, you change a column, we do something small, everybody claps their hands. But when you really start to see the impact that changing that tag is going to make this easier for this customer who we're working to expand with. And if we expand with this customer, that'll create a story that can help us expand in the healthcare industry and the insurance industry. Like it just becomes this real story with everything we build. So that's the key. Don't just work on giant project lists. Stop it. Escape the build trap. Build things people love. Tell a story. Thank you for listening to my product rant today.